Good morning, class. In the last session, we discussed about the 1 AMU and the concept of atomic mass. So, we forward over this topic, and today we discuss the concepts of average atomic mass. Clear? Understand today concept? Today topic, the concepts of average atomic mass. So, first of all, we'll understand why this terms is comes. Okay. So first of all, we discuss about the isotopes. We all know about isotopes. Isotopes, that means simply we define having same atomic number but different atomic mass. Clear? So isotopes means the element having the same atomic number but different atomic masses. So first of all, we understand the standard symbol of any atom. Clear? That means the standard symbol. Standard symbol. Clear? In our 9th classes, 10th classes, we know that X, Z, A. This is the standard symbol of any atom, where this X is called the element, this Z is known atomic number, and this A is called atomic mass. Clear? So X, Z, A is the standard symbol of any atom or element. Suppose you want to represent the sodium metal, a sodium atom. So what is the standard symbol for sodium? It comes like Na. What is the atomic number of Na? Sodium 11. What is the atomic mass of sodium? Is 23. So Na 1123 is the standard symbol for sodium. In the same manner, for the carbon, you have the C6 and the 12. The 6, the element, the symbol of atom, and the 6 is called the atomic number, and this 12 is called the atomic mass. So this is the standard symbol of any atom. And the isotopes having the same atomic number, that means this is the same and this will be differ in isotopes. Clear? And this is just opposite for the isobar. Isobar, that means having same atomic mass but different atomic number, is known the isobar. Clear? The one is isotope, second is isobar. Clear? Isotopes, same atomic number. Isobar, same atomic mass but different atomic number. Clear? This is the isotopes and the isobar. Clear? The concept of average atomic masses is comes from these isotopes, because we know that any element, is consist in atmosphere in their form of isotopes. Clear? For examples, for the carbon, you have the 3 isotopes. The first is C12, C13 and the C14. Clear? For example, you have the C13, C14 and the C12. Clear? These are the 3 isotopes of carbon. Clear? These isotopes have the different atomic masses. You are seeing clearly 12, 13 and the 14. But atomic number is the same. 6, 6 or 6. Clear? So, which one is the correct mass for carbon? We want to know only one digit. That means the which one is the correct atomic mass for the carbon. That's why we are taking the average of these isotopes. Clear? The average of these isotopes is called the concepts of average atomic masses. Clear? And we know that the sum of these isotopes masses comes equal to 100. Clear? So how we calculate? Let's see. Now, this is you have the data for the carbon isotopes. Clear? That I told you earlier, the carbon have 3 isotopes. First, C12, C13 and the C14. This is the relative abundance percentage and this is the atomic mass. The C12 carbon have the 12 atomic mass because this is A, 13 point something and the 14 point something. This is the relative abundance. What is the relative abundance? That means इस C12 कार्बन का एटमॉस्फेयर में कितना परसेंटेज एग्जिस्ट कर रहा होगा, दिस विल नो द रिलेटिव एम्बुडेंस. क्लियर? सो वी आर गोइंग टू फाइंड आउट द एवरेज एटॉमिक masses for the carbon. Clear? So how we calculate? We calculate the relative abundance into the atomic mass plus for the C13 plus for the C14. That means the first is 12 into the relative percentage of C12 carbon is 98.892 plus C13 13.003 into 1.108 plus C14 14.0031 into 2 into 10 to power minus 10 upon 100 upon 100. So after calculating, it will comes approximately 12.008. When we calculate it, it will come approximately 12.008 AMU. Clear? So this is the average atomic mass. For our convenience, we will take only this is the 12 AMU. That means now it is clear how this 12 is comes for the carbon. Now it is fixed. The atomic mass of carbon is 12 AMU. Clear? It will come from this data, the isotopes and the relative abundance percentage. And this is the atomic masses. The simple you have this 12 into 9.892. This is the relative abundance. Relative abundance for the C12 carbon, same for the C13 and the same for the C12. And after calculation it will come 12.008 and for our convenience I'm taking here this is the 12 AMU. So this is the average atomic mass. Atomic mass we have in terms AMU and U. Last time I discussed with you, this AMU stands for the atomic mass unit and the U is called the unified mass. And the last terms I used here the 12 AMU. Clear? This 12 AMU is the atomic mass and we know that the atomic mass have the no unit. This AMU is only a scale. This AMU is only a scale. Clear? That means you can say this AMU is only a scale which represent, yeah, you can say in which scale the 1/12 carbon atom is fixed as 12U. That means AMU, what is AMU? We are saying AMU is 1/12 where the 1/12 carbon atom is fixed as the 12U is called the AMU. That means the atomic mass unit. And I told you earlier, nowadays we ignore this one and use this U and call unified mass. So this is the mass of carbon is 12U in the place of AMU. Clear? This is called the AMU and the U. AMU क्या था? 1/12 carbon atom is fixed as the 12U is a stand for the AMU. Clear? So Now we discuss the atomic mass and molecular mass. And molecular mass. What is atomic mass? Clear? The mass of any atom of an element is called atomic mass. Clear? That means suppose you have the oxygen. This is the atom of oxygen. The mass of this one is 16 U. You have the carbon. The mass is 12 U. Clear? You have the nitrogen. Mass is 14 U. Clear? So this is called the atomic mass. That means the mass of any atom of an element is called atomic mass. What is molecular mass? Directly we can say the mass of any molecule is called molecular mass. Clear? I am using the word molecules. Molecules, that means suppose you have the O2, you have the N2. Clear? So this O2 is have the two atom of oxygen. That means that the sum of atomic mass is called molecular mass in the simple language. That means the sum of atomic mass is called molecular mass. In the O2 you have the two atom of oxygen. That means in this manner O plus O. When we do the sum of these atoms, atomic mass, we have the molecular mass. This 16 plus 16, it will comes 32 U. So this is the molecular mass for the O2, and the same for the N2. This have the N plus N. This one have the 7. Sorry, this one have the 14 plus 14. Now it will come to 28 U. So this is called the molecular mass. So in the molecular mass, you say the molecular mass is the sum of atomic masses. It's called the molecular mass. So we understand it by some molecules. Like you have the CH4, you have the CO2, you have the H2O. Clear? So how we calculate the molecular mass for these molecules? In the CH4 you have the 1C and the 4H. So what is the mass of this carbon? The 12 plus. What's the mass of hydrogen? 1. How many atom of hydrogen you have? The 4. So into 4. This comes equal to 12 plus 4 equal to 16 U. And the U is the unit for the molecular mass. Here you can say simply for the mass, and stand for the unified mass. CO2, the carbon again for the 12. O, 16. How many atom of oxygen? 2 into 2. Then 12 plus 32. It will comes 44. 2 to 4 and 3 1 is 4 U. 44. H2O, 1 into 2 plus 16. Directly comes the 18 U. Clear? So this is the method to find the molecular mass. And how we calculate the molecular mass, the same process is for the higher compounds. Clear? The next term we have the gram molecular mass. Clear? The gram molecular mass is nothing. Simply you have the O2. You know that now the molecular mass of O2 is 32 U. So we are going to understand the gram molecular mass. That means the mass of any molecules in gram. Clear? That means you can say the mass of any molecule in gram. It's called gram molecular mass. Clear? For O2 you have 32 U, and we are going to find the gram molecular mass for O2 is 32 G. Clear? That means the method, the calculation method is the same, but now the change in this unit. This stands for the molecular mass, and this stands for the gram molecular mass. So gram molecular mass is slightly changed in the molecular mass by this unit U and G. So this is called the gram molecular mass, where you are using the unit G in the place of this U. So this is known the gram molecular mass. In the same manner, suppose you have the task to calculate the gram molecular mass for the H2O. The mass is 18 U, but gram molecular mass, this is 18 G. And this terms is very important, the gram molecular mass, for your calculation and for your numericals, because after this one we always use our mass in the gram. Clear? So remember, the G stands for the gram molecular mass. After this we have a small terms called the formula mass. Formula mass. Clear? All the masses, the atomic masses, the molecular masses, the gram molecular masses, and the formula masses, the method of calculation of these masses is the same, but there is change in some units. Clear? So now discuss what is the formula mass. Clear? You can understand these terms by saying the formula mass is only calculated for the ionic compound. So I am writing here the ionic compound. Clear? That means the ionic compounds is not signified by the molecular masses. So we are using for ionic masses is formula mass. Clear? That means जहां भी ionic compound आपके पास होगा, हम उसको क्या निकालेंगे? formula mass निकलेगा instead of the molecular masses. For example, you have the NaCl, the salt, the sodium chloride. This consists the positive and the negative charges. Clear? Any ionic compound possesses the positive and the negative charges. So this Na have the 23 plus this Cl have the 35.5. So it will comes 58.5. That means 53H or 3 to 5 and the 0.5 is 58.5. Now the problem is that what is the unit for the formula mass? AMU, U, G, या फिर simply या any other things. So in the formula mass you have only unit U. Clear? That means जहां भी आप formula mass calculate कर रहे होंगे, method is the same and unit is U. यहां पर आप G use नहीं करेंगे. Clear? We will only use this U and this is called the formula mass. क्यों निकाला जाता है? For the ionic compound, because ionic compound possesses the positive and the negative charges. Clear? So this is the formula mass. Yes. Now you have some questions related to the previous topics. The question is calculate. The first is the mass of 1.5 gram atom of calcium. यानी कि आपने 1.5 gram of atom of calcium का क्या निकालना है? आपने mass calculate करना है. Clear? Second, the calculate the molecular mass of glucose C6H12O6, and the question is comes in the again the repeated manner. The calculate the molecular mass of the sucrose, yeah, you can say the sugar, yeah, fructose. Clear? And the gram atom saying 12.8 gram of oxygen. So come how to solve these numericals. The mass of 1.5 gram atom of calcium. So first of all, the mass of 1 gram of calcium is equal to 40 gram. Clear? यानी कि 1 gram of calcium का mass कितना होगा? 40 gram, because calcium have the mass 40. So the mass of 1.5 gram of calcium equal to 40 into 1.5. Clear? Mass of 1 gram of calcium is 40 gram. It is clear? And the mass of 1.5 gram of calcium is 40 into 1.5. Clear? Into 1.5 is comes equal to 60 gram. Clear? So the mass of 1.5 gram atom of calcium is 60 gram. It is clear? The second question, calculate the molecular mass of glucose. Glucose formula is C6H12O6. The method is same. The C6, the carbon have the 12 into 6 plus the hydrogen have the 1 into 12 plus oxygen have 16. And how many atoms of oxygen is present? 6. So this will come approximately 180 U. Clear? आपने वर्ड यूज किया था molecular mass. Molecular mass is stand in U and the gram is in gram. Clear? So this is 2 question. Now comes in third. The gram atom is in 12.8 gram of oxygen. So first of all, 1 gram of oxygen equal to 16 gram. Clear? यानी कि 1 ग्राम ऑक्सीजन का मास कितना होता है? 16 ग्राम. So you can say the 16 gram equal to 1 gram of oxygen. Clear? The 1 gram of oxygen is equal to 16 gram and the 16 gram is obviously equal to 1 gram of oxygen. So 12.8 gram 12.8 gram of oxygen equal to 12.8 upon 16. Yeah, you can write 12.8 into 1 upon 16. Clear? So this is the gram atom in 12.8 gram of oxygen. वो पूछा कि 12.8 ग्राम ऑक्सीजन में कितने ग्राम होंगे, कितने ग्राम एटम होंगे ऑक्सीजन के. क्लियर? सो दिस विल कम्स 0.8 gram. Clear? The 1 gram of oxygen contain the 16 gram, obviously known, and obviously we can say the 16 gram is equal to 1 gram of oxygen and 12.8 gram of oxygen now contain the 12.8 into 1 upon 16. So this is 0.8 gram. So this is the numerical based on the molecular mass, atomic mass and the formula mass, and how to calculate these numerical, how to solve these numericals.